I remember when we were little too, when you have big bum bum, people be like, see your big ass, see your big bum bum, blah blah blah. It was an insult those days, but now this is what people want. So hang in there, your time is coming. Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Lizzie. For new subscribers, you're welcome. For old subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. I love you all so much. Today we are going to get into details, and you're going to know in details, guys, how I was able to achieve this look. So today we are going to start off with the brows, and the first thing I did was to pick up my spoolie, which is the brow brush, and a hair gel. You could actually use a brow tamer or a hair gel, whatever works for you, and then pick the hairs up a little bit just to put it in place. Thereafter, I used powder to make sure that everything stays matte. You could actually use powder, or you could go close to a fan to make sure that the gel you've applied on your brow dries off before going ahead to draw with a pencil. So this is me using a Davis brow pencil to draw my brows. I have detailed tutorials on how to draw your brows. Just in case you don't know, you could actually watch my previous videos, and I could actually link up some videos here so that you can go and watch them. So after drawing my brows, I went ahead to highlight using a concealer, and this concealer is from Nuban. I highlighted underneath the arc. Thereafter, I went in with V Beauty foundation towards the inner corner of the brow like this, and then I blended everything out. And at this point, I'm going to go over to the top of the brow, and I'm just going to conceal the top of the brow using the V Beauty foundation because that's in my shade. I'm just going to conceal the top like this and blend. So basically, in this particular video, I'll be working on one side of my face while I do the other side off camera. I hope you guys understand that. So right now, I'm going to go ahead to conceal the top of my lid, which is the crease area like this. I actually wanted to do like a detailed talk through tutorial, but you know how Nigeria is, guys. There's always noise from one place or the other. You cannot even make a video in peace in Nigeria. One neighbor or the other will shout, one animal, one motor, one car. It's really annoying. So I came back from church today. It's actually a Sunday. I shot this video on a Sunday. I came back from church today, and there's this church very close to my house, and they've been singing and singing. And unfortunately, it was a period I really wanted to do this video, that I wanted to shoot this video, that they were singing. So it was just me talking throughout the video. The noise was too much. At the end of the day, I just said, oh, I'm just going to do a voiceover because this is going to be really bad if I post it with me talking and then the noise at the background. It was just too loud. So right now I'm applying primer. I've actually gone ahead to apply a brown, like a dark brown shade of shadow on the transition area, and then I went ahead to apply primer on the crease area, which is this part that I'm touching right now. And then right now I'm actually applying a milkish kind of shadow on the top of my crease area like this. I'm just going to go ahead to apply in this whitish area that you can see. If you're a beginner, that's what I mean, in that whitish area. We're going to cover it up with the shadow. We are applying primer because we want the whole eye makeup to pop. And for the transition area, I'm going to use a blending brush to buff out the demarcation between the transition and the crease area. So right now, for the end towards the outer corner of the crease, I am going to go in with a dark brown shade of shadow, the same one that I used on the transition area, and I'm just going to blend that properly and buff it out properly so that it looks good, and so that there is no clear cut or a clear demarcation between the dark brown and the milk shade. In my upcoming video, guys, which is going to be the next video I'll be uploading, I'm going to talk about the challenges that young YouTubers, especially Nigerian YouTubers, face in Nigeria. And trust me, it's going to be educative and an eye-opener, just in case you are a young YouTuber, or just in case you are just an individual who wants to start up a YouTube channel in Nigeria. That video is going to help you, so watch out for it, guys. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead to moisturize the whole of my face using this MIS Bomb Moisturizer. Totally amazing. And I'm just going to use my fingers to apply that all over my face like this. Afterwards, I'm going to go in with my Flawless IV face primer, and I'll just apply that on my T-zone areas, which is underneath the eyes, the forehead, the jaw, and a little bit on the nose and towards the upper part of the lips, just basically on the areas where you know you can easily sweat. I really do not have so much of a sweaty skin, like an oily skin, but then this is still very, very important, because of course, you know, everyone sweats. It just depends on the degree at which you sweat. So I'm just going to apply it on my T-zone areas like this, and after doing that, I'll apply setting spray to make sure that everything stays intact, using my beauty blender to blend that properly into my skin. So moving on, guys, I'm going to conceal underneath my eyes using this GELE Cosmetics concealer, and I'm just going to create some strokes like this, just light strokes. Make sure that you are not applying too much products, because it's going to, at the end of the day, become cakey and it's going to crease. And then I'm going to blend all of that so that it comes out nice and so that it looks good. One of the things I usually do not use is using a brush to blend. I tried it out today and I think I still do prefer my beauty blender. I see lots of YouTubers, I see lots of beauty influencers using brushes to blend. I really do admire them, but it doesn't work for me. I think I still prefer using beauty blender to blend. So at this point, I'm going to go in with foundation, which is the V Beauty Cosmetics foundation in my shade, and I'm just going to blend all of that like this using my beauty blender. You could actually use a brush, whatever works for you, guys, as long as it's not creating harsh lines and as long as it's not creasing, then you are good to go. But for me, I do prefer using a beauty blender to blend all of that. So guys, as a makeup artist, you need to know how to blend to make sure that your work is smooth and it comes out really nice. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll make sure I blend properly. So after applying foundation, I'm still going to go ahead to conceal underneath my eyes, just to give it a more detailed and, you know, popping look. So I'm just going to highlight that area like this, and I'm going to blend all the way. One thing that I really love about makeup is there's this confidence it gives you. I'm not saying like you don't feel good about yourself enough, but I'm just saying that there's this confidence it gives you, you know, it gives you a different look, far from the norm where you get to just go about with your face bare, which is actually good sometimes, but once in a while applying makeup just changes the whole game, and it just boosts your confidence. So right now I'm just going to go ahead to apply blush. Now guys, let's talk about something. I was talking to someone today, and then the idea just popped into my head, and I was like, please, what is this concept of blush that we as beauty influencers have been doing? Like, I know blush is really beautiful. It makes the face, it gives the face a different look, like a blushy effect and all. But then I really do not understand the concept of blush and why it must be necessary. For dark women and women of color, like, we get to, whenever we smile naturally, there's usually no reddish effect or any orangey effect. We just smile and it glows. You get, it glows naturally. If it were to be the white, whenever they are sad or whenever they cry, you see that reddish kind of effect due to the irritation from their face, their skin. You know what I'm saying? So, but why is it we women of color, like the black community, we always like to apply this blushy effect. I am not disputing the fact that it looks good on the normal day, in pictures, in videos, it looks good, but what is the concept? Like, I don't understand what came about this whole concept of blush. But we as beauty influencers are trendsetters and also following the trends of other beauty influencers, so let's enjoy this while it lasts. So at this point, I'm trying to contour my nose using my shade of contour, but a little bit darker though. I'm trying to contour just so that I can have that pointed nose effect. And right now I'm going to make sure that I blend all of that properly so that it comes out nice and so that it's good. So at this point, I'm going to go in with Adventure setting powder, and I'm just going to highlight underneath my eyes like this, my jaw, my forehead, my nose, the areas where I can easily sweat. I'm just going to highlight these areas. And then for my reverse contour, I'll be going in with a powder that is about 3 tones lighter than that of my skin tone, and I'm just going to contour underneath my cheekbone like this so that it will be easy for me to blend. You want to use a contour underneath your cheekbone so that it will be easy for you to blend and not too white. So after applying the setting powder, I'm going to wait for about 5 to 10 minutes for it to bake into my skin properly, and then I'm going to go over to the lip. I really do love a well detailed lip tutorial, so I'm going to show you guys how I was able to achieve this. So at first I was going for a very mild lip combo, but at the end of the day I was like, why don't I try something a little bit bold? So I picked up a purple shade of lippy and then just outlined the upper and the lower corners of my lip like this, and then blended everything nicely with a brush, with a blending brush. And then after that I went in with a pink shade of lippy, and trust me guys, this is so beautiful. I never expected it to actually come out this nice, but the combination is amazing. Like, even physically it was really better than the video. So I went in with a pink shade of lippy like this, and then blended with my both lips together. I remember while we were little, those days when if you have, you know, big lips, you get to be insulted. People be like, ah, see your big lips, see your this, see your that. These days, this is what people go for surgery. This big lips is what people want. People want to make their lips bigger. Yes, people want to make their lips bigger. So if you have a picture on your face, on your body that is big, don't worry, your time is coming. We all never knew while we were little that big lips is going to be something like people would want. So I'm going to contour my nose so that it looks sharper and properly defined, and I'm going to blend all of that and then apply a little bit of orangey blush again on my cheekbone like so, and then blend everything out properly. I'm usually a glossy kind of girl, but today I'm not going to do that. I just love, I'm comfortable with what I have, so I'm just going to leave it like this, leave the lips like this. And then for highlight, I'm going in with Zaron eyeshadow, this gold shade of eyeshadow for highlight, and I'm just going to apply that on my cheekbone and then underneath the arc, my brow arc like that, just so that the whole makeup can pop, guys. So at this point, I'm also going to highlight my nose. Make sure that you blend properly. Make sure that you don't have harsh lines lying here and there. You do not want that. So after doing all of that, I'm going to go ahead to apply a pink shade of shadow underneath my eyes like this, just so that I can give it a more defined look and so that it looks nice. I felt it was going to be really cool this way, so I went in to do the same thing on the other side of my face, and it actually came out really nice. So after that, guys, I'm just going to pick up my mascara to make sure that I pick the hairs underneath my lower lash. You really want to do this carefully, because mascara is really one awful weapon when it comes to makeup. When you're done with your whole makeup and you don't go in carefully with your mascara, you're going to ruin your whole face. It actually has its own advantages, but then the disadvantage is when you don't use it properly, you might be filled with regret. So right now I'm going to apply setting spray all over my face, just so that the whole makeup can stay intact. You can see me covering my eyes, just so that the setting spray does not soil the whole eye makeup look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope that it was helpful. If it was, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe, guys. It takes nothing to subscribe. Do encourage your girl. Please subscribe to this channel and also share this video if you're able to learn 1 or 2 things today. I am super excited to have been your tutor. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you've not turned on your notification, guys, please do that, so that each time I post you get a notification and you be the first to know. My Instagram handle is Lizzie's Touch, LHIZHI_S and touch. I would love to hear from you in the comment section. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.